Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Ricardo López Juárez. Estoy en Arizona y este hombre no necesita mayor presentación. Dave Roberts, el manager de los bicampeones Dodgers de Los Ángeles, que amablemente me recibe en su oficina. Dave, thank you so much for your time and having me here in your office.
No, this is great, Ricardo. We're in the middle of spring training, and I think our guys are excited about the season, and we have a championship to defend. So I'm really excited.
1 year ago, outside this office, you told the fans of LA, get ready for back-to-back championships. Are you ready to say the same for back-to-back-to-back?
I am. You know what? That's the goal. Everyone's talking about a three-peat. So, our guys understand that it's a big challenge, but we're excited for it, and we certainly have the roster to do that.
Oh, absolutely. How you sense the hunger in the Dodgers for this season?
I do sense it, and I think I sense it. I see it because of the work that we're putting in every day. I hear it from the conversations that our players have with each other every day. And so, again, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a long season, a lot of hard work, some ups, some downs. But I just think that our guys are very hungry in 2026.
What is your message for this season?
I think the message was basically just kind of keep our blinders on. Keep focused on going forward, on getting better each day. Not worrying about who's beside us, what teams are chasing us. Hi, Andy. There's Andy Pajes right there. Are not worrying about teams that are chasing us, and just kind of take care of our own business. And if we do that and we continue to get better each day with the talent we have, I think we're gonna have a good shot.
Do you think this is the best roster that has ever been assembled in baseball, at least in the last few years?
I think potentially, yeah. I thought our roster in 2021 was very good, but we didn't win the World Series. But this year, I think the roster has the potential to be better than anyone. So on paper, very, very talented roster. But with baseball, you still got to go out there and play the games, and that's the fun thing about baseball.
We are missing Shohei here and the pranking from last year. Can you tell me something about Shohei Ohtani that many people or the public can see and that you as his manager can see on regular basis?
Well, I think you've started to see a little bit more of Shohei's humor. He's a really funny guy. I think that's what people are starting to understand. I mean, I think that we all see how hard he works. He doesn't do a whole lot. He plays his video games. He spends time with his wife and his baby. But he's just trying to be a great player. So there's really not a whole lot to him. A very simple person.
However, he showed a lot of personality and emotion last year. Was that kind of surprising to you?
He did. I think that kind of speaks to his comfort level. I think he's more comfortable here with our ball club and with his teammates. And so, yeah, you're seeing a lot more emotion.
Dave, you gave Miguel Rojas the trust, the confidence in the World Series, and Miguel Rowe delivered in incredible way. Can you take me to that decision to keep Miguel Rojas Game 7 down in the 9th inning? The guy didn't hit a homer like in a month. So what was in your mind?
I just think for me, it's I really believe in Miguel Rojas as a person, as a player, and he helps me in a lot of ways as a extra coach, kind of. And for me, he wasn't starting in the postseason, and I just felt in Game 6 we needed a boost, and I just felt that he was going to give it to us, whether it be with his glove or with his bat. But he was going to give the Dodgers everything that he had. And when you're in an elimination game, you need a player like Miguel Rojas to just fight till the end.
Do you see Miguel as a future manager?
I do. I think that he's very intelligent. He really loves players. He's always trying to learn more, which I think is very good. And I think he'll make a very good major league manager at some point.
You obviously won the 3 World Series already, 2 in a row, and you said that you want to manage the Team USA in the Los Angeles
Olympics,
2028
yeah.
Olympic Games. How is that? How was the reaction about that? Interest of yours.
Well, I just think that I know that the Olympics is coming to Los Angeles. Major league players are going to have the opportunity to play in the Olympics, and so for me, I just wanted to throw my hat in the ring, and it would be a huge honor if I were to be chosen. But yeah, I managed the Dodgers, went to UCLA. From Southern California, so I think it'd be amazing to represent our country, but we'll see what happens.
What would you tell me about Fernando Valenzuela's legacy and what the impact that his memory has given to you and your team?
Well, his legacy still lives on. You have a very strong Mexican fan base, and there's something to people. Fernando represented a huge population of people that love the Dodgers, love Fernando. He was a great pitcher. He was an even better person. And I think about him often. And so I'm just fortunate that I had a chance to get to know him and call him a friend and spend time with him. So we're all trying to kind of keep his legacy going every day. But yeah.
Speaking about Mexico, you guys, the Dodgers, signed this kid, Ezequiel Rivera. I think he was 14 years old. And also Roberto Saucedo, a catcher, 17 years old. What's your opinion about those two guys?
Well, I haven't seen them yet, but I will say Mexican ball players are very smart. They love the game of baseball. It's in their blood. Baseball is in Mexican ball players' blood. So these are young players that we signed, and I haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure they're going to help us at some point in time down the road.
And I would like to ask your perspective and your feelings about what we are experiencing. How can we be better or more united?
Well, that's a big, important question, and I just think that there's a lot of good in our world, but there's also a lot of bad, and I think that people, unfortunately, just don't respect people enough and treat people fairly and just love people. And I think the great thing about our world is that we're all different. We all look different. We all think different. And I think that's a good thing. And unfortunately, I think that there's a lot of hate in our world, and it saddens me.
Speaking about that, did you enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show with Bad Bunny?
I did. He did a fantastic job. And, I just think he's a very smart guy, very talented guy. And you know what, I heard that the live performance wasn't as good as the TV performance, because I saw it on TV, and it was fantastic. And I'm a big Bad Bunny fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and my kids too.
Do you sing?
No. I just listen.
Are you more like hip hop or rock?
I like it all. I like hip hop. I like rock. I like country. I like all types of music.
Right. Finally, what player in this roster do you want to see, flourishing this year, like going to the next? Last year you talked about Will Smith and Oscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
What's the player that you are looking closely?
This year, I think Andy Pages is going to take another step forward. I'm interested in the second base battle with Hae-Sung Kim and Alex Freeland. And I think Emmett Sheehan will take another step forward. I think we're in a good spot. There's some young players that I'm interested in too.
La Opinión, our newspaper, the most important Spanish newspaper in LA, but also in the country, is turning 100 September 16. This is the voice of the Latinos, the voice of immigrants, especially in Southern California. Respectfully, do you have a comment about La Opinión, or what's the importance of a public outlet like ours?
Yeah, well, I just think that La Opinión, to be around for 100 years, that's a long time, and covering news and I have a lot of respect for the publication, and it's impacted a lot of people's lives. And I think for me is things that pass the test of time are really important to me. And 100 years of success is really important. And I think that information and sharing stories is always a good thing.
Thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time, and
Thank
the best
you.
of luck in this
Thank you,
season.
Ricardo.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you so much.